spin move in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pad, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Off the play fake. Jones.
31-yard line.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
First, Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Operating from the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From midfield, here's Carr. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. And he finds Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
a first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. Now he'll escape to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones now on 1st and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, You're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score, Vikings.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. Cook They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Vikings first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson down. That's caught inside the 20. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Number 89. Touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Colts 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The final shot before break. Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
The 35-yard line. A gain of 22 yards.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
To Evan Ingram.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to Taylor on first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
4th down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 9. Check 9.
And that'll set him back 5. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Touchdown.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun now for Carr. And Cook has it, left side.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, 58, Mike, 58. 734. Screen, watch the screen. 58, right over there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. You can't block me.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Jones on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Jones. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Vikings 14, Colts 11.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and run it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Oh, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Colts 11.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Vikings.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
What? Your mind. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target, 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 target. Check 13, check 13. Hey, 734. 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Here we go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big series right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
12 yards. It's 2nd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Push him back. Push him back. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Carr to throw. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
This is second nature. I decided